Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the City of Garland. And we are very happy to be here at the Branding Iron at Firewheel Golf Park. Thank you to Don and his staff for hosting us this morning. They have done a fantastic job. And one thing I was just noticing, I have never seen any sport other than golf on these TV screens. I just realized that a few minutes ago. So I want to thank you all for joining us this morning. We have obviously a very special announcement with our partners here in the United Soccer League. And, I've been talking to some of you and, I'm a little anxious. I'm a little excited. I'm a little anxious and I'm ready to get this going. So bear with me if I completely wander off the script as I'm doing now, but that is, I've got a lot of stuff in my head. But Garland is a soccer city. We have, our partners in GISD, their soccer programs have grown exponentially over the last couple of years into the middle schools. I mean, they are actually looking for places to play. We also are home to the North Garland Soccer Association. They are in their 52nd year of existence. That has got to be tens of thousands of kids who've come through that program over the years. This summer, we will host our 6th annual DFW Asian American Soccer Tournament. That brings 30 plus teams from around the country, Canada. We will be also this summer hosting our 3rd annual First Responder Soccer Tournament, which brings police and fire teams from all over North Texas. So soccer it is already well established here in the city of Garland. And, in my time, almost 12 years on the city council as a council member and mayor, soccer has always been there. It has always been part of our discussions. And so it is great to be where we are today. Just to give you a little information, the first time I had a conversation, a meeting about what if, could we, how would we do it? That meeting took place in September of 2021. It's been a long time. There was a lot going on in 21, if you don't recall. And watching this process develop has been amazing for all of us. We walked away from that first meeting really excited about the possibilities, but had no idea how to bring it to fruition. And so our internal team got together and started working on concepts and ideas and the what ifs. And somewhere along the way, we got with the USL folks and we all kind of worked together to bring us to this point. And lots of hours of planning, lots of hours of what ifs and why not and this and that has brought us to this. And so I feel like with if the team we have assembled in the planning of this is anything, the team that will take the field will be amazing. And I know that in a very short amount of time, we're going to be hoisting some trophies over our heads here in the city of Garland. But I don't want to spoil all that for everybody. There's other folks that are going to come up and talk about soccer a lot more. Really what I'm here to do is introductions, believe it or not. And so I'd like to introduce a few folks we've got with us this morning. Some of our council members are here with us. From District 1, Jeff Bass. From District 2, Chris Beard. From District 3, Mayor Pro Tem Ed Moore. District 4, BJ Williams. District 5, Deputy Mayor Pro Tem Margaret Luck. District 6, Carissa Dutton. District 7, Dylan Hedrick. And from District 8, Chris Ott. And I'd also like to introduce our city manager, Judd Rex. He will be speaking here briefly. And I want to thank, a lot of our city management teams, economic development are all out here today. And also we have a lot of folks here. We have a bond study committee that's meeting. And so I know there's a lot of our bond study committee members here. I want to thank them. They are working out the details of our next plans for the City of Garland. So we look forward to seeing your final report, on December 2nd. So thank you all for joining us. And lastly, we have several members from the United Soccer League, and you're going to hear from them with a little bit more details. We have USL Deputy Chief Executive Officer Justin Papadakis. We're lose him in the crowd. USL Dallas co-founders Matt Valentine, Sam Morton, Luther Ott, and Dan McAlone. And just a brief, USL was founded in 1986. It's the fastest growing soccer organization in the United States, impacting more than 200 communities. And the USL is the first and only organization to offer a comprehensive youth to professional pathway for both men and women in one system, which is fantastic. So to tell us a little bit more about that, I would like to bring up Justin Papadakis. Welcome.
Thank you.
Good morning. What brings us here today for this exciting announcement is the power of soccer. So I thought I'd start out by telling you a little bit about how I came to see the power of soccer firsthand and how that really brings us here today. So my dad, who's our CEO, he grew up in Greece and his family was very, very poor. And they decided to emigrate over to Canada when he was 14. And so they didn't have money, didn't speak the language, so didn't have a lot going for them. But him and his brother happened to be really, really good soccer players. And that got him into a high school, got him into a college, and later into law school, where he was assistant coach of the team so he could go to law school. So growing up for me, the power of soccer was evident every day. It's really transformed my family's life. And I know for so many families and young boys and girls in Garland, sport has that power. And today, I think we take a big step forward in bringing professional soccer to the city. Back in 2008, as was mentioned, the league started back in 1996. My family acquired it from Nike in 2008, and my dad and I were in LA Live. And it was one of the first kind of seminal sports anchored district projects in the United States that really transformed a blighted part of Los Angeles into a thriving area. And so we said, we're going to give back to the game that gave us so much and really try to harness that power of soccer combined with stadium anchored development, to take the game, real estate, to drive economic development for our cities. Fast forward from 2008, we now have over $2 billion of active stadium anchored development, another $2.5 billion coming the next 6 months. This upcoming weekend, we're going to conclude our 2024 season with our final in Colorado Springs on CBS with over 2 million attendants. So the game has come so far, and the USL has come so far, but excitingly, we're just getting started. Here in Dallas, this ownership group is going to be making, what's going to be probably over $100 million investment in the game, in the City of Garland, to build what's going to be one of the best community-driven clubs anywhere in the country, right here in Garland. But all of this would not happen without the vision, leadership, and ambition of the City of Garland. It's been several years, but we had to get this right. As the mayor said, we really wanted to put the right team together to execute on the vision that the mayor, the city manager, the city council had, that this has to be one of the best in the country. And I think, Mayor, we're going to deliver that for you. So we really appreciate your partnership. And we just couldn't be more excited, again, to bring one of the best community-driven clubs here to Garland. So thank you so much. And the United Soccer League is just so honored to be part of your community. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Matt Valentine and the co-founders. Thanks, Matt.
Hi, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Valentine, chairman and co-founder of USL Dallas. I want to start by just thanking all the people that put this event on behind the scenes. It was a lot of work, so I really appreciate it. Thank you to Firewheel for hosting. I want to thank Justin and the Papadakis family for giving us this opportunity. They've been right beside us every step of the way. We have a lot of work to do. Most people don't know this. We've somehow managed to keep it quiet. We've been working on this for over a year behind the scenes. So it's a lot of work to get just to this point. I want to thank the leaders of Garland, Scott, Judd, Andy, Matt, Ioka. Thank you for allowing us to share our vision. You've embraced it wholeheartedly. We've got a lot of work to do. We're just starting, really. So excited to see how this goes. I see a lot of soccer faces in the community, or in the room, a lot of soccer faces from the community. And some people I know, some people I'm just meeting today. We really want to build alliances within this community and bridge gaps and bring the soccer community together. It's very important to us to kind of use the game we love as a platform to develop economically, develop personally for the community. The story is really a love affair for me. I 12 years old, met one of my best friends, Sam Morton, on the soccer fields. And, kicking the ball, mostly chasing the ball across fields of Arlington. 1986, I went to Mexico City to see the World Cup and saw the passion and the fervor of the fans firsthand, really deepen that love affair. I played club soccer all throughout Dallas, traveling all over North Texas. I made great relationships, lifelong friends in all different backgrounds, all communities around Dallas, all through the game. And it taught me that sport can really bridge divides. It can bring people together really like nothing else. I was fortunate enough to play in college with the dream of having soccer be my lifelong journey. Unfortunately, it ended soon thereafter. And to think I'm back in the sport 30 odd years later is really crazy. And, really talks about some of the love that you see, the passion of the fans, the fervor you see in the stands when a goal is scored, the anticipation, the singing, the chanting of the supporter groups. All of this is why we love this game. It's known as the beautiful game around the world, and to me it really is. And we want to bring some of this passion and fervor to our club. We have really big ambitions and designs. For the city, for our club, we think that the ability to have a child start to feel this passion, this love, to impact one child, let alone hundreds that we're going to, it's an incredible honor. And we don't take it lightly at all. We are super grateful for this opportunity. Without the City of Garland and the USL behind us, we couldn't have done it. Last but not least, I'm bringing this vision to life with some of my best friends, which is a really unique experience. Dan McAllen, we were college roommates and college teammates in St. Louis. Luther Otts, one of my oldest friends, business partner for 15 years, one of the most loyal people I know. And then Sam Morton, we met in 12 years old, playing soccer in Arlington, played against each other in the North Dallas Classic League, competed together for the UIL State Championship at Arlington High. And to have this journey with you is an amazing honor. With that, I'd like to bring up Sam Morton. He's the Chief Commercial Officer.
Well, I'll keep this pretty brief, but I think the message that you've heard from both Justin and Matt is soccer's connection. And without soccer, I wouldn't know any of these guys. This is a great opportunity for us. Like Matt said, we don't take it lightly. So when he called me last year and said, "Hey, I got this crazy idea," and I was like, "Yeah, that's nuts. What are you doing? What are we doing here?" I worked in corporate America my whole career. Some good, some bad. I met some great people along the way. But when Matt made that call, I said, if anyone can do this, Matt can do it. And I'm excited about the challenge. I'm excited to be with Dan and Luther. Before we get out of here, I do want to thank Amber and Tiffany. Where's Tiffany? Tiffany's going to have a baby today. Where's she at? There she is. There she is. Like literally going to have a baby today. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Without them, we literally couldn't have done half of what we did today. But again, like Matt said, our vision is pretty simple. We want to build a club for all. You'll see that in our messaging, in our advertising, and how we carry ourselves. So with that, let's get going. Thanks to Firewheel. Thanks to the City of Garland. I got some notes here. Thanks to Luther and Dan for being along the journey. It's going to be a hell of a ride. And I think we're taking some pictures, Amber and Tiffany, correct? Yes. And that's it. I'm going to be short and sweet. Thanks to everybody. There's something else.